my cherished child, hear now the continuation of the sacred proclamation that flows from the throne of the Almighty, an unbroken stream of divine truth cascading into the depths of your spirit. This is no ordinary moment, no fleeting whisper to be brushed aside. The heavens are parted, and the voice of God resounds with unshakable authority, calling your name with an urgency that stirs the very foundations of your soul. You stand on the edge of a divine unveiling, where the shadows of deception are trembling under the piercing light of heaven's justice. The revelation you have received is but the first ray of dawn, and now the full brilliance of God's plan rises to illuminate your path. You are held in the eternal gaze of the One who formed you, and His decree over your life stands resolute, unyielding, and everlasting. The paper she signed in secret, that calculated act of betrayal cloaked in silence, was but a frail attempt to rewrite what heaven has eternally ordained. Her hand moved with cunning, her heart aligned with those who whispered against you in hidden corners. But their schemes are as chaff before the mighty wind of God's justice. The Lord of hosts has seen every tear you've shed, every restless night when your spirit wrestled with grief you could not name. He has heard the unspoken questions that lingered in your heart, the doubts that haunted the quiet corners of your soul. Now He speaks again, not to wound, but to heal, not to condemn, but to restore. The betrayal that sought to diminish you has only served to refine you, stripping away false alliances that could not bear the weight of your divine calling. She believed her signature would close your chapter, but heaven has turned the page to a story far greater than her imagination could conceive. The ink of her deception has dried, but the pen of God is still writing, crafting a narrative of redemption, elevation, and unassailable glory. In the days ahead, prepare your heart for deeper revelations, for the Spirit of truth is moving, stirring the waters of divine disclosure to bring hidden things to light. You will hear whispers, not of gossip, but of heaven's unveiling. Names will surface, connections will be exposed, and moments you once overlooked will align like stars in a celestial pattern, revealing the full scope of what was done in secret. These are not mere coincidences, but the deliberate handiwork of heaven, guiding you to see with clarity, to walk with wisdom, to stand firmly in the authority of your calling. Do not be shaken when these truths emerge, for they are not meant to break you, but to set you free. She who signed against you believed her actions would remain buried, that her carefully woven lies would hold fast. But the threads of her deception are fraying, and the tapestry she crafted is unraveling under the weight of divine scrutiny. Those who stood with her, who nodded in agreement as she plotted, will find their unity crumbling, for darkness cannot sustain itself, it devours its own allies. And their whispers will turn to accusations as the light of truth exposes their motives. The fire you feel within you is not destruction, but purification, a holy flame kindled by the Almighty to burn away the residue of betrayal and cleanse you for the abundance that awaits. What was taken from you, whether peace, position, or promise, will be returned, not in mere measure, but in divine overflow. The place she sought to steal will be restored with interest, a testament to the faithfulness of the One who upholds you. The voice she tried to silence will rise with a resonance that echoes through generations. The favor she attempted to divert will pour forth like a river, unstoppable, uncontainable, and undeniable. This restoration is not a return to what was, but an elevation to what is to come. The Lord is not content to rebuild what was broken. He is constructing something new, something greater, something that bears the unmistakable mark of His glory. You are being positioned not in the shadows of your past, but in the radiant spotlight of your purpose. The doors she closed will be flung wide by the hand of God, and the rooms she barred you from will resound with the sound of your footsteps. Yet, in this season of unveiling and restoration, you are called to a sacred stillness, not passivity, but a posture of trust, a surrender to the divine rhythm of heaven's justice. Do not rush to confront in the flesh what God is addressing in the spirit. Do not repay betrayal with bitterness, nor exchange insult for insult. The battle is not yours to fight, but the Lord's to win. Your weapons are prayer, your shield is faith, and your strength is the unshakable assurance that the Almighty is moving on your behalf. Walk with discernment, for the enemy seeks to distract you with lesser battles, to entangle you in petty conflicts that would drain your spirit. Keep your eyes fixed on the one who holds your future, your heart anchored in His promises. The angels who wept at your betrayal are now singing over your restoration, their voices rising in a triumphant chorus. They encircle your home, your dreams, your destiny, guarding what heaven has declared as yours. She will see, beloved, the one who signed to remove you will witness your rise, not as punishment, but as a proclamation of God's faithfulness. She will hear your name spoken in places she cannot enter, see your blessings multiply in ways she cannot comprehend. Her alliance with those who plotted against you will falter, their plans collapsing under the weight of their own deceit. In that moment, she will remember every glance cast in secrecy, every word spoken in falsehood, every step taken to undermine you. It will echo in her silence, a reminder that no one can thwart the purposes of God. But you are not called to gloat or seek vengeance. Your heart must remain pure, your spirit soft toward the Lord, your hands clean of retaliation. Let heaven handle the scales of justice, for its balance is perfect, its verdict final. Your role is to walk forward, to embrace the new season, to step boldly into the inheritance that no pen can erase. The pain of betrayal has been real. Its sting deep, for it was no stranger who turned against you, but one who shared your table, who knew your heart, who walked beside you in moments of vulnerability. Yet, do not misunderstand, the panic is not your punishment, but your preparation. The knife that pierced your trust is forging wings for your ascent. The tears you shed are watering the soil of your future, where seeds of glory are already taking root. There is a table being prepared for you, not in secret, but in the presence of those who sought to cast you out. There is peace waiting to envelop you, like a warm garment against the cold of betrayal. There is joy rising, like the dawn after a long night, ready to flood your soul with light. And there is glory, yes, glory, on the other side of this trial. A glory so radiant that it will overshadow every moment of sorrow. So hold fast, my beloved, pray without ceasing, even when your voice trembles. Trust without wavering, even when the path is unclear. Love without hardening, even when the wounds are fresh. The breakthrough is closer than you know, the turnaround nearer than the pain. The restoration God is weaving will be so breathtaking, so complete, that you will look back and declare, had she not signed that paper, I would not have seen this miracle. You are stepping into a season of divine reversal, where those who sought to subtract you will witness heaven multiply you, where those who wished you forgotten will see you rise into places they cannot touch, where the one who signed you out will hear your name resound in rooms she was never invited to enter. This is not the end of your story, is the beginning of your triumph. Rest now in this eternal truth. You are safe, you are chosen, you are loved beyond measure. Nothing, absolutely nothing, can derail the destiny God has written for you. The paper she signed was a fleeting act of earth, but your name is etched in the eternal book of heaven, sealed in light, secured by divine fire. The betrayal that sought to bury you has only unearthed your purpose. The lie that sought to silence you has only amplified your calling. Wait, watch, trust. The Almighty is with you, His hand guiding you, His heart sustaining you. The story is far from over, it is unfolding in glory, scripted by the one who never fails. You are not erased. You are being revealed. You are not disqualified. You are being anointed. You are not alone. You are surrounded by the hosts of heaven, cheering you toward your divine destination. If this sacred word has ignited your spirit, if it has brought clarity to your soul, I invite you to like and subscribe to this holy journey. Share this divine message with those whose hearts are heavy, for the light of God's truth is meant to shine far and wide. You are cherished, valued, and held in the everlasting arms of the Creator. Stay connected, remain prayerful, and let the love of heaven guide your every step. Together, we walk toward the glory that awaits.